John Piper with the weekend video clip, and it's Saturday the 31st of May, and this report is coming from Aegina in Greece, where I've just finished a really interesting sailing week, doing my day skipper, which was quite hairy actually. I've never actually sat in a yacht which is almost vertically above the sea. Had some really quite wild conditions yesterday. Anyway, looking at the DAX, this is the daily chart. We're now homing in on the 10,000 level, which I've been talking about for a while now. Having got so close, it's almost bound to get there. We've had a pretty sideways week actually, in fact, although it did blip up early on in the week. Chart patterns, we've got an ABC here, which I've been talking about again for some considerable time. A nice wave 1 and a 2, but this is a third wave. It's not really generating the kind of interest you might see. I mean, there's a 1 there, 2 there, could be a 3, or at least part of a 3, 1, 2 and a 3 coming in now. So there's certainly more to come, I'd expect. But again, we're not seeing the kind of dramatic action we might have expected from a third wave. Let's go down the scale. Alright, this is the hourly chart. See the 1, 2, that's pretty clear, nice and fairly dramatic. Then got 1, then we've got this sort of triangle thing. The fact that we actually went back into the triangle is, I say, one warning sign, I think. I mean, normally you'd retest the triangle, but actually going back into it is a bit of a negative. Quite a nice rally from there, though. I mean, that's almost 500 points. And if we look at the shape of the rally itself, there's a 1, 2, maybe a 3, maybe this is a sideways 4th. So again, I think 10,000 is definitely going to happen. So the odds are happening for probably 80% plus. But whether we're actually going to maintain that level remains to be seen. I mean, certainly you'd expect selling to come in around the 10,000 level, and there's no real indication that we're going to just shoot up from here, which is what the chart pattern would allow for, but we're just not seeing the kind of dramatic action that would allow that. So high prices almost certainly, but maybe 10,000 would be some kind of selling point. Alright, FTSE meanwhile has been lagging. We've had this sideways drift really. We've now got a 1, 2, 3 to there. This could be a 4 actually. So again, I think higher prices seem to be likely, but it may not be very exciting. It could be a fairly quiet affair. We're now heading into the summer. Come October, we may be seeing some kind of peak on FTSE. The Dow, again, all a bit hesitant. I mean, again, new highs seem very likely, but it may be the end of something rather than the beginning of something. It seems to be in an area where, as I said before, we're seeing this distribution phase coming in, I think. So we're just waiting for a peak to come in at some point in the next few months, I think, before we see the market perhaps turn around and start to go down. Nickel. Still the possibility we're going to see another wave down here, but we have got some support building up. So again, we could see higher prices. I think 15,000 looks like it may well be seen. Just depends on what happens at that point, in fact. So next week could be fairly interesting. First week of June. So I think the positives will pertain. Then we then enter the expiry period, weeks 2 and 3 of next month. And that could be a slightly more difficult time. Look at gold. Right, gold is coming back. So looking at the triangular form that Guy N has been talking about, 1, 2, 3. So it looks like we could easily see a move back down to these levels here. Maybe we'll fail there again. I mean, we could even break there, I think. In fact, if we break there, it would probably be quite encouraging. We could then see a more important low. But the alternative would be a blip up to the triangle again before we see one more downside. So I think that's probably where it's going to pan out. A bit sluggish with opportunities to buy around the 1200 level, which we'll be waiting for. I mean, we're 1250 now, so it's not exactly that far away from there. That's all for this week. I'm looking forward to getting back into the action next week. Have a great weekend, and thanks for listening, and bye for now.